Hey, hey, guess who's back? All right. Oh my gosh, guys, we haven't been together in so long. Hope you didn't miss me too much. Hope y'all ain't forget about me. Um, all right, let's share this out. Woo. Share to. Ha 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 ha. Hey. And share to. Okay. All right. There we go. We are all shared out on Facebook. Hey, friends, let's go to Instagram. Instagram. Turn around. It be around. Friends on Facebook, as you come in, please say hi so I can greet you personally. Um, as I reacclimate myself. All right, we are live on Facebook and Instagram. I want to say hi to my parents and to my sister. We just came back a week ago from hanging out in beautiful St. Martin. Hey, Miss Whitney, how are you? Yes, we just came back from beautiful St. Martin a week ago. I finally got to see my parents and my sister after a year and about 3 months. So quite a little bit of time. It was great. Y'all see I got my tan on. I'm looking all chocolate. um, but yeah, it was really great to disconnect from work. Hey, Philip. It was really great to disconnect from work. It was great to reconnect with my family. It was great to just be in another space and not be totally, crippled by COVID. St. Martin is a beautiful place. If you have a chance to go, I do recommend it. Beautiful weather, beautiful food, beautiful people. But yeah, we are getting started in about 3 minutes. We will be at 8:05. I need you guys to share this out to your friends. Um, we've got a lot of stories to catch up on. I'm going to do the best that I can. But some stories may get left by the wayside. But if you have any stories that you specifically want me to talk about, you can always send them to me in my inbox and I got you, okay? But tonight we have some stories about Gal Gadot, the woman who is currently playing Wonder Woman in the DC movies. We have a tale of family betrayal. We've got an update on Nike versus Mischief, the company that was selling the Satan shoes. A famous DJ has gotten past a copyright infringement suit due to someone not reading their contract. And last but not least, if you are a Grand Theft Auto fan, I'm going to need your input on this next story. Okay? So we've got a lot to cover. Plus, we're starting our new topic today for the month of April. So we've got a lot to do. So, get ready, get ready, get ready. Ooh, I'm putting water in my mug. All right. Y'all ready? Are y'all ready? We are starting off a new season. I actually think from now on, I'm going to take a week off quarterly from the show just so that I can refresh. Because this time off was really good for me. And, I want to honor myself and give myself the rest that I deserve and that I need. All right. So we're getting started very shortly, friends. This is like the longest minute ever. Oh my gosh. Then I gotta run out to CVS and go grab a couple things. All right. It is 8:05, so we are going to start our recording And I need you guys to share this out to your friends, your family, anybody who you know. Hey, Nessie Time, who's involved in business, who needs this information, all right? So we are going to start recording now. All right, welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Monday, everybody. Welcome back to NPL Legal Dish. We have been gone for a little bit, about a week and a half. But we are back. This is my Monday through Wednesday live broadcast where I teach business and legal concepts using pop culture and celebrity news. If this is your first time seeing my face or hearing my voice, and you're like, who's this lady? I'm Natalie Pierre-Lewis. I'm the host of the show, and I'm the owner and operator of NPL Consulting LLC, a business formation firm. What that means is I help people like yourself get your business paperwork together. So things like making sure you have your articles of incorporation, getting our operating agreements so you can open business bank accounts, making sure you have your EIN numbers and DUNS numbers, contracts, which is the topic that we are covering this month, and basic brand protection strategies and hiring strategies so you don't get sued for discrimination. I help you do all of these foundational things. If you're wondering, well, I'm qualified to help you do all of these things. Hey, Shogun Assassin, I'm very happy that you asked. I am a licensed attorney, having one for 15 years and counting. I've started multiple businesses for myself and others, both online and offline. I've had many careers in the realms of entrepreneurship, the law, education, hospitality, and administrative support. Hey, Mexaduran. And most important, I am very passionate about making business and legal education as accessible to everyone as possible. Not everybody has the time, the money, or the desire to go to business school or to law school, but a lot of you have amazing business ideas, and if you're going to be successful, there's just some things you need to know. There's no way around it, okay? So that's why I am here. So if you are in the startup phase of your business, and you need some legal guidance to help you along, I want to be that person to help you, all right? If you want to link up with me, go to linktr.ee/NPL Consulting Firm, linktr.ee/NPL Consulting Firm, linktr.ee/NPL Consulting Firm. There you can book yourself a free 15-minute consultation if you are a first-time client. You can also book a Talk to Me Tuesday session where you can get 25 minutes for $25 if you're not a first-time client, or you can book a full 1-hour session, all right? As well at linktree/NPL Consulting Firm. Hey 76 Grimke, you can download the free Biz Launch cheat sheet that will help you choose and start your dream business in 7 days or less. You can also at linktree/NPL Consulting Firm access many of my digital products like my ebooks and trainings. Like this month, we are going to be talking about contracts. So my contracts ebook, when you go to linktree/NPL Consulting Firm, you can get that at the very top of the list. It is only $9.97. What else? At linktree/NPL Consulting Firm is also where you can subscribe to the YouTube channel and to the podcast. So if you ever miss a show, you can rewatch at your leisure. So there was a lot going on at linktree/NPL Consulting Firm, including, last but not least, where you can get your really cool show merch, your mugs, your t-shirts, all right? You know you want them. They're high quality. They're designed by one of the lovely people watching the show now, Nessie Time, Rise of Dark Dawn Designs. She helped me come up with this concept, and she produced the shirts and the cups. Hey, Margaret. So, yeah, get you some NPL Legal Dish merch, all right? Okay. But that is enough of me, hawking my wares. Let's talk about why we're here, the show, all right? So here's how it works, just in case you're new. I pull stories from the news, stories that you guys send me, stories from blog sites, anywhere. Thank you, 76 Grimke. Anywhere that I find stories that have lessons that we can learn as business owners, I pull them and, and we talk about them. This is a discussion. I want y'all to get involved. I want your comments. I want your questions. No problem, doll. I want your comments. I want your questions as long as they're respectful. I will be asking you to put emojis and letters and things into the comments. So, keep your fingers ready unless you're driving. Please keep your hands on the wheel. We don't want no accidents in 2021. All right. So, let's get started. Okay. Tonight. So our first story tonight. If you have seen the recent, how many of y'all have seen the Justice League Snyder Cut? If you have seen the Justice League Snyder Cut, please put Snyder in the comments. For those of you who don't know, some time ago, a 2-hour Justice League movie came out. It is absolutely awful. I forget who the director for that but it was an edited version of a much longer version but much better version of Justice League that was directed by Jack Snyder, somebody named Snyder. Yes, thank you, Nessie Time. Right, Snyder cut. Snyder cut is dope. Don't watch the regular Justice League. But I digress. Right, you loved it. I loved it too. So one of the main characters in the movie, in the Justice League Snyder Cut, is Wonder Woman. If you are a Wonder Woman fan, please give me a WW in the comments. I was actually Wonder Woman Nubia this past Halloween. I just dressed up for myself because wasn't nobody going nowhere. But yeah, if you are a Wonder Woman fan, give me a WW in the comments, right? And as you do that, if you did not know, the woman who is portraying Wonder Woman in the movies as of late, Nessie Time, you seem to be well versed in it. Nessie Time, can you tell us the name of the woman who is playing Wonder Woman in the current Justice League movies? Okay. Let's see. Anybody can answer, but Nessie Time seems to have watched the movie recently, so I want to know if she knows the name of the current woman playing Wonder Woman. 76 Grimke said no. Okay, I'm going to give Shogun Assassin gave me a WW. Philip gave me a WW. Okay, y'all like Wonder Woman? Awesome. Nessie Time, you busy? All right. Well, let's not leave the people waiting anymore. So, the name of the actress who is portraying Wonder Woman right now in the DC movies, her name is Gal Gadot. Galgado. She is of Israeli descent. She's a beautiful woman. And I think she does a good job representing Wonder Woman, right? Why am I talking about Gal Gadot? Well, actually, let's put a pin in that. It's okay. It's all right. So let's put a pin in that. So we know that Wonder Woman is being played by Gal Gadot. Now let's, take ourselves on over to South Jersey. In South Jersey, there are three friends. Thank you, 76 Grimke. Thank you for all the WWs. There are three brothers who started a supplements company called PWR Supplements. So Power Supplements, right? And they have three products. They have their PWR Rush, which is a pre-workout. If you don't know what pre-workout is, if you've ever done some serious working out, it kind of gives you a boost of energy before you have to go to the gym. They also have a product called PWR Down, Power Down, which is a sleep aid. And they also have something called Protropic, which is a brain and gut health aid, right? So, they're trying to get into the supplement game and make people healthier. So recently they filed a trademark application for PWR supplements. Here's the problem. Miss Wonder Woman, Gal Gadot, she is capitalizing on her, image as Wonder Woman, and she and her husband are starting their own supplements line that they filed a trademark application for months earlier called Gal PWR. So Gal Power, like Gal Gadot, Gal Power. They filed in California. So these gentlemen in New Jersey are basically coming up against Gal Gadot's attorneys over the PWR trademark infringement, right? So I have two questions for you. One, how could these three brothers from New Jersey have prevented this problem with Gal Gadot? And two, who do you think is going to win? Okay, so first question I want you to answer, put a 1 in the comment and answer to me, how could the brothers have prevented this problem? And the second question I want you to answer, hey Cheryl, put a 2 and tell me who you think is going to win out in this situation. Because Gal Gadot has, opposed the application and they're basically suing the other team. So how could Power Supplements have prevented this little kerfuffle with Gal Gadot? What should they have done? If you're trying to trademark something, right? What should you do before you file your application? Don't tell me y'all forgot in the week and a half that I've been gone. All right. Oh yes, thank you, Nessie Time. Nessie said they could have did a trademark search, absolutely, and Gal will win. So Nessie thinks Gal Gadot will win. Margaret Massey said they could have checked to see if it was registered already. One, yes, I love it. Now for the bonus point, where should they have checked for the trademarks? Give me 3 places that these brothers from New Jersey could have checked for the trademark. Okay. Where could they have checked? Do y'all know? I'm checking. I've been on vacation, but that don't mean that the information stopped. It's still here. We still getting it in. All right. Yes, Cheryl, USPTO, that's 1. We got 2 more. Cheryl already did USPTO. Yes, Mexadurin, USPTO.gov, that's 1. We got 1. The USPTO website, you can check there. They have something called the Test Trademark Search. You can search all of the registered trademarks. Okay, everybody's giving me USPTO, all right? We've got USPTO. We've got 2 more. What are the other places where you should check for a trademark search? Okay, we've got USPTO, which covers federal trademarks. That's a clue for y'all. Hi, Miss Ami XOXO. I'm going to give y'all like 10 more seconds, and I'm going to give you the other 2. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Aside from the USPTO, yes, Cheryl, Secretary of State. So you can check with the state. Thank you, Margaret, of where you are developing your product to see if anybody else has that trademark, and check the surrounding states as well, right? Because there may be a state trademark. Now, a state trademark is not going to trump a federal trademark, but you should still do your search just to make sure there's nothing in your region that could keep you from registering that name. And the third place that you can do, the third type of search that you can do, just do a general Google search. A general search engine search will pull up a lot of information, and that will give you the background information that you can find to see if something is registered or not. So those are the 3 things, the 3 places that those brothers could have looked to prevent this problem with Gal Gadot. And most of you said that Gal will win. But the last question I want to ask you guys about this: would you purchase Gal Gadot supplements? If Gal Gadot, the woman who is currently playing Wonder Woman on the big screen, if she came out with a line of supplements for, working out, would you want to try them? Let me know in the comments, yes or no. Let me know in the comments. Hey. Oh. I think I might try some Gal Gadot supplements, but I would need to do some research, like what company is she working with? Where is this information coming from? I know Israel makes some, good products. 76 Grim K said never. Nessie Time said yes. Okay, so we got one person who said absolutely not. Nessie said no. Mexadurin said no. Shogun Assassin said no. Most everybody said no. Nessie, I think you and I are the only ones who would give, Miss Gal Gadot a chance. Hi, One True Empress. Margaret said maybe. All right. Well, if Gal Gadot's sending out some free samples of Gal Power supplements, don't be surprised if I, pop 1 or 2 trying to get in the gym. All right. Because, I love Wonder Woman. And also, this is a great use of Gal Gadot's, her presence of using your celebrity to support a product, right? Philip Marlowe said, I will support the brothers in Jersey. Okay. All right. So good luck to Power Supplements and Gal Gadot. All right. Moving on to our next story of the evening. If you like pizza, please give me a pizza emoji. And this story was the inspiration behind the title of today's show, called It Be Your Own. If you like pizza, give me a pizza emoji. All right. So here's why the title of the show is called It Be Your Own. There is a gentleman in Brooklyn who owns a place called Lucali Pizzeria. Okay. Thank you for the pizzas. It has been noted several times for Best Slices in Brooklyn. And the owner, Mike Iacono, started this pizzeria in 2006, right? So it's been around for about 15 years, good reputation, good ratings, all that stuff, right? Here's the problem. In 2011, now when Mark Iacono started this company, he called it Lucali Pizzeria. It was a mix of two names that he made up for his business, right? That's in 2006. Hi, Cannon Cape Cod. Here's the issue. In 2011, Mark Iacono, the owner of Lucali Pizza, he got stabbed. They think he was stabbed by the mob because he never reported it. They knew who stabbed him. The guy never went to prison. That was the end of the story. Mark got stabbed, right? So Mark was, at that point, he was trying to, trademark his business name and preserve it. But he's recuperating. So his cousin, Dominic Cavagnolo, says, hey, cuz, I know you're recovering from this stab wound and everything. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take care of the business stuff for you while you in here. Just let me do it, right? So Mark is like, okay, cousin, you got my back. Let's do it. All right. Cousin Dominic goes and lists his company as the owner of Mark's restaurant name, Lucali Pizzeria, while Mark is in the hospital recovering. Now, this is not the first time. So Mark is suing him for, trademark infringement, suing him for false representation, all this stuff, right? Now, this is not the first time Mark has sued Dominic for some type of business stuff. So I don't know why he agreed to go in business with him again. But either way, Mark allowed Dominic into his business, and Dominic said, let me just take this for myself. So now Mark is fighting for his name with his cousin. This is why, ladies and gentlemen, family and business don't always go together. And this is why it's important for you to have written agreements of what is happening, because you don't want situations like this where your cousin says, hey, I'm going to help you out while you're recovering from a wound, and your cousin steals your business name, right? So what should Mark have done? Cannon Cape Cod said, I used to work for a family like this. Oh, God. What could Mark have done to prevent this from happening with cousin Dominic? What should Mark have done instead of giving the responsibility to cousin Dominic, who he had sued twice before? Cannon Cape Cod said he probably stabbed him. No, they know the guy who stabbed him, but nobody ever reported it, and the guy never went to prison, right? Hi, Leon Anthony Clothing. All right. So what should Mark have done instead of putting his business in the hands of cousin Dominic to preserve his business name? Oh my God. What should Mark have done? Because he's been running this restaurant for 15 years. He's well known in the community. He's listed as, one of the best slices in Brooklyn. Why'd you go to cousin Dominic? For me, 76 Grim Gray said he probably hired the guy to stab his cousin. I don't know. Either way, what Mark should have done, because if you've had to take your cousin to court twice before because you feel like they did something wrong to you business-wise, why are you going back to them again? Mark should have just gone over and One True Empress, thank you, girl, hired a lawyer like you. Go hire yourself an attorney who has no interest in your business to help you take care of this, especially if you are in a state where you are not, fully capacitated, where you can't make those decisions. You want someone who is not motivated by, other things, so that they are fighting for you. Nessie said, find a lawyer and kick him to the curb, or draw up a contract with specific duties. Absolutely. If you don't have the money to hire an attorney, it is not illegal to write your own contract. You just have to make sure that your contracts are valid. And we're actually going to do our MPL nuggets at the end of the show, because I forgot to do it at the beginning. But this month we're covering contracts, so thank you for reminding me of that, Nessie time, okay? Let me write that down so I don't forget. NPL nugget. Thank you, girl. Okay, so if you're ever in Brooklyn, go check out Lucali Pizzeria. Ask for Mike and ask him what's going on with cousin Dominic. Okay? All right. Moving on to our next story. This is very quick, but it's also an update. So if you remember the story about Nike and Lil Nas X and the Mischief Satan shoes. Canna Cape Cod said no. If you remember the whole story about the Satan shoes and Nike, give me a sneaker emoji. And for those of you who may not know, I'm going to catch you up real quick. There is the guy who came up with the song Old Town Road. He recently came out with a video for his song Call Me By Your Name, which had, a very provocative video, which led a company named Mischief to collaborate with Lil Nas X, and they came up with what they call the Satan shoe. They bought 666 pairs of them and put red dye in the soles, as well as, they claim, a drop of blood from one of the creators and a pentagram. Okay? All right. Canna Cape God gave me the sneaker. One True Empress gave me the sneaker and said devil sneaker. Shogun Assassin gave me a boot. Okay. Well, if you don't know, Nike got the shoe shut down. Mischief and Lil Nas X, they are no longer, not only can they not even make this shoe, they cannot fulfill the orders that people ordered them for. So they sold 665 pairs of these shoes, and Mischief and Lil Nas X are going to have to return all of that money, right? Now, this is not just for the Satan shoe. Prior to the Satan shoe, this same company, Mischief, they actually came out with a shoe called the Jesus shoe, that was supposedly had like holy water in the soles. So they have to get rid of those as well. I don't know how well those sold, but but Nike basically got Lil Nas X and Mischief shut all the way down because of trademark infringement. They're like, they're associating Nike with this, and we have no association with this shoe. We have not approved it, all this stuff. And then I think also Nike is purchasing back all of those shoes that Mischief made at the cost that they made it. So basically, all of the profit that Mischief was going to make is gone. They Nike reimbursed them for the money they spent on the shoes, and I guess Nike's going to burn them or whatever, right? So that's one end of the spectrum. Nike don't want people touching their stuff, but apparently Nike has a problem. Nike doesn't mind borrowing other people's stuff because Nike is in a lawsuit, or about to be in a lawsuit, with the United States Postal Service. Okay. So apparently a prototype recently came out of these Air Force Ones that have a very, U.S. thank you, Philip, post office theme to them. I saw a brief photo. I forgot to take it because y'all know my mind was elsewhere. But but if you didn't know, the U.S. Postal Service, they have trademarks and on their designs and things like that. So you can't just make something that looks like the U.S. Postal Service. Quiet as it's kept, while it is a quasi-governmental agency, the U.S. Postal Service, they've got some of their own powers, right? So Nike is going to be on the end of their own trademark infringement suit against the U.S. Postal Service. So I just wanted to give you guys a quick update on that. If you want to do a little bit of research later, just, Google Nike USPS Air Force Ones or something. Okay. But just a quick update on that. All right. Before we move on to our next stories, I want to remind you guys that you are watching MPL Legal Dish. This is my Monday through Wednesday live broadcast where I teach business and legal concepts using pop culture and celebrity news. If this is your first time watching and you're in the startup phase of your business and you need some legal guidance because you don't know where to go because it's all these forms and all these buttons and I don't know what to do, I want to help you, okay? Go to linktr.ee/nplconsultingfirm, book your free 15-minute consult today, or download the free Biz Launch cheat sheet and get your dream business started in 7 days or less, okay? All right. Ooh, excuse me. All right. Moving on to our next story of the evening. This is a cautionary tale as to why you should read your contracts. All right. How many of you have heard of the electronic music DJ Marshmello. It's a gentleman who goes by the stage name Marshmello. He wears a big hat that looks like a marshmallow with some black eyes. If you've heard of Marshmello, give me an M or a marshmallow emoji. I've talked about him one time on this show before. Wait, what? Yeah. So yeah, he's an EDM DJ, right? And 76 Green Gray said no. Cheryl said M. Philip said, can I repeat that? Philip, what would you like me to repeat? Canna Cape Card said marshmallow. Okay. So, just Google Marshmello EDM DJ. He'll come up. It's Marshmello with an O, not a W. Now, in 2018, Marshmello came out, thank you, Shogun Assassin, with a song called Happier. Nessie Time said no. All right. He came out with a song called Happier. And a songwriter or composer by a Russian composer. Oh, yeah. Oh, so the kids like Marshmello? Look, I don't know. I ain't got no kids. I don't know nothing about what the kids like. All right. So Marshmello in 2018 comes out with this EDM song called Happier, right? And then this Russian composer by the name of Artie finds out a few years later, after this song comes out, that Marshmello came out with this song. And he's like, wait a second, this is a ripoff of a song I did in 2014. Apparently in 2014, he did a remix of One Republic's song, I Lived. If anybody's a One Republic fan, maybe you know the song. I can't even think of one of their songs. Canada Cape Cod said, yes, Lord, virtual concerts and all before the pandemic. Okay, so Marshmello been out here. All right, well, okay. So Artie was like, look, I did the remix to this One Republic song in 2014, and now in 2018, Marshmello has, basically taken my remix and put it into his new song, and I want to sue him for copyright infringement, right? So Artie goes to the court, and he says, run me my money, please, because Marshmello stole my song. And the court said, show us the agreement, with One Republic over this. And this is where Artie messed up, because apparently Artie did not read his contract. In his contract, he never had any rights to the remix or to the song. He was hired. He was paid a flat fee and had no right to any royalties for the song. So they basically called him in as an independent contractor, said, remix this song to us and go away, right? So that basically denies Artie any rights to the song because he gave them up when he did the remix for One Republic. This is why it is important for you to read your contracts so that you understand what your rights are. I don't know if Artie was Hi Big Chub Z23 was getting royalties from One Republic for this remix or whatever. But whatever they did after that, that was none of his business. Artie, you got your money. We paid you to go away. Now go away. Why are you coming to the court and bothering us on today? So the court said, no, Artie, Marshmello is perfectly within his rights to come out with this 2018 song called Happier. So this is why it's important, my loves, for you to read your contracts so you understand what your rights are and what you can sue for. Because now, Artie, this was not cheap. He had to hire an attorney. He had to file fees. He's not getting any of that money back. You should have read your contract, okay? All right. Look, Kai, you laughing at him? All right. Okay, last story before we go into our NPL nugget of the evening. If you have ever played Grand Theft Auto, or if you have heard of the game Grand Theft Auto, please give me a car emoji, okay? Please give me a car emoji. If you didn't know, Grand Theft Auto is a video game series that was created by a company called Rockstar Games, right? And there is a music composer that is suing Rockstar Games, thank you, One True Empress, for using one of his songs in 2 of the GTA games. A man by the name of Sean Lee. Thank you, Mexadurant. A man by the name of Sean Lee says that in 2008, Rockstar Games contacted him. Thank you for all the cars. To submit some music that Grand Theft Auto might want to use in future games, right? So he's like, okay, let me send you these samples. Hey, Philip Marlowe, thank you for the car. So he sends the samples in. And as a composer, he has all his ducks in a row. But then Rockstar Games, after a while, they listen to the music and they're like, thank you, Shogun Assassin. And they're like, okay, thank you for sending these samples, but we just decided that this is not going to work for us, so we're not going to use any of the music. So Sean Lee said, cool, whatever, bye. And then later on, some years later, because remember, this is happening right now, Sean Lee finds out that they didn't just use one of his songs for one GTA game. They used it for two. They used it for GTA 4 and GTA 5. There's a song in GTA 4, or some song called Soviet Connection, or named Soviet Connection in GTA 4. They're saying that it is the same song that Sean Lee composed called Biker Chick, and they're saying that they used that same melody for a song on Liberty City Loop. So if you have played GTA 4 or GTA 5, look up the song Soviet Connection and then look up Sean Lee Biker Chick, and I want you to see if there are any similarities to you. Either way, Sean Lee is very upset with Rockstar Games, and Rockstar Games has not answered any correspondence from anybody asking any questions. So I want to know from you guys, do you think that Rockstar Games did this intentionally, or was this an accident? Right? Because they called Sean some years ago and they're like, hey, Sean, let's see if we can do some work together. And then they decided against it. So how, several years later, I don't know when GTA 4 and GTA 5 came out, how did his music end up in your video game supposedly these years later? Was this intentional, or was this just an oversight by the Rockstar Games people? What do you guys think? What do y'all think? What do y'all think? Ooh. What? Hi, Jazzy Mama. Ooh, I like that name. What do y'all think? Do you think that Rockstar Games intentionally stole this man's music, or do you think that maybe Rockstar Games, they just weren't paying attention and they were just like, oh, this sounds good, let me use it. It was like in the vault or something. What do you think? I don't think this was an accident. You specifically sought out this gentleman for your game, and then you told him you weren't going to use it, and somehow his song ends up in not one but two of your video games. I think that this, they thought that maybe they could slide, or maybe this guy was too little for him to do anything. But like I always say, intellectual property law is bigger than anybody. They don't care who you are. Run this man his coin. Once Your Empress said intentionally taking advantage. Philip Marlowe said backdoor. Okay, so I guess they didn't want to pay his fee, which is dumb because you make dumb money off this game. But either way, I hope that Sean Lee gets his money, because Rockstar Games, you can't go around here just stealing from other people. All right? So those were the stories that I had for you this evening. We are going to move into our NPL nugget of the evening. What that is, it's a quick lesson that I think it's important for business owners to know. We cover it in like 1 to 2 minutes. While I'm getting ready to start the NPL nugget, Shogun Assassin said, hold on. 76 Grimke said, these taxes seem to always happen. Yes, they are thieves. Shogun Assassin said they probably thought he wouldn't notice. I agree with the both of you. So what I want you guys to do, if you have any questions on the stories that we covered tonight, about the Wonder Woman supplements, about the pizza place, with the guy who got stabbed, about Nike and these Satan shoes, about the Marshmallow DJ, or about, Grand Theft Auto, stealing music, put your questions in the comments now, because we are going to start our NPL nuggets, and then after we do that, I will answer any questions that you have. So our NPL nugget of the evening, this month, the month of April, we are covering contracts, and I'm glad that we have had a couple of stories tonight talking about contracts, because contracts are going to be the backbone of your business if you want to make money, okay? A contract, the legal definition of a contract is that it is a legally binding agreement. It can be verbal or written, but I always say written, that, commits someone to do or not do something. All right. So it's just a legal agreement that you are going to do or not do something. Now, that's a very simple definition, but in order to have a valid contract, there are several parts that you need, and you need to make sure that both parties check off some things, right? And we are going to cover that throughout the month of throughout the month of April. But I know that we started a little late this month, so we are gonna kind of be stuffing some more information in. So now that we know what a contract is, over the week we're going to be talking about the essential parts of a contract: the offer, the acceptance, consideration, and legal capacity. These are the four components that you need for a valid contract, okay? And I'm going to explain what those things are tomorrow. Tomorrow we are going to define offer, acceptance, consideration, and legal capacity. But if you don't want to wait and you want the whole scoop on contracts, go to linktr.ee/NPL Consulting Firm, and you can pick up my contracts ebook for just $9.97. Okay, Linktree/NPL Consulting Firm. It is the link in my bio on Instagram. It's all over my page on Facebook, so go check it out. All right. But yeah, so that was our NPL nugget talking about contracts. If you I didn't see any questions, so I'm going to assume that you guys are all good for tonight. We will be back here tomorrow night with more stories. If you find anything that you want me to talk about, please send it my way. I love when you send me things. What else? Make sure that you book your one-on-ones with me. Go to linktree/NPL Consulting Firm. Grab your show merch. And last but not least, take care of yourselves, ladies and gentlemen. My vacation was so needed. I feel so refreshed now that I'm back. It was so good to disconnect from, life and just be with my family somewhere else. And I really encourage you guys to do self-care, however it is. It may not be a trip. It might just be relaxing in bed, but do take time out for yourselves, okay? Because you cannot pour from an empty cup. You need to take care of yourself. So we will be back here tomorrow, and I will see you then. Bye. Take care of yourselves.